Fans have anticipated Wednesday Season 2 for so long, and finally, not only do we get the first look at the outcasts, but all the dark, creepy, and magical moments waiting to happen, which are included in this video. With Wednesday Season 2 around the corner, it's important to remember how the chaotic moments of Season 1 ended as we found out many of the mysteries surrounding Wednesday. Tyler turned to a very different and shocking creature, and Wednesday had started warming up to her beloved roommate Enid, who was also beginning to find herself in her secret weapons. But despite all these fantastic things that kept us glued to the show, Wednesday left us longing for more at a cliffhanger where nothing was left but questions. From Tyler escaping and his future in Nevermore, no longer predictable, to Wednesday still surrounded by dangers despite all she did to solve it in Season 1, to the school functioning without Principal Weems, a lot truly went down. But with this first look into Season 2, you are about to get all your curiosities answered. One of the first things we got to see regarding the progress of Wednesday Season 2 was the official poster, which showed Wednesday being tied to a chair and thing on her shoulder. Then we could see Wednesday with her iconic stare and black tears dropping from her face, and on the poster it's written, "The wait has been torture," which couldn't be further from the truth because it took forever for us to get even closer to Nevermore. But then, it got better as the production released the official teaser, bringing us closer to the chaos waiting to happen in the show. This teaser opens up in the most eerie way, with Wednesday in her usual dark costume going through a security check at the Newark airport. Still, as expected, Wednesday failed the metal detector as a beep exposed her metallic companions, except they aren't just the usual items. She had to start dropping every bit of the metal one after the other, ranging from brass knuckles, machetes, and flails to the surprise of everyone looking. After bearing all her secret weapons, it turns out the sunscreen got her stopped by the TSA, which is insane, but you are yet to hear the last of it. And the next thing we see is the Addams family all en route to Jericho, and this time, Pugsley isn't just accompanying his sister, he's now a student at Nevermore, which will make Season 2 even more deranged. Now, Wednesday won't have to be watching her own back alone, but also that of Pugsley, who might look left out amidst the other powerful creatures in the school. But then, it got better when Enid brought her sunshine to the screen. But Wednesday is not ready for all that yet because her return to Nevermore is for a specific mission she won't lose sight of. And it got even creepier with some strange dolls, with Enid receiving one from Wednesday. However, one thing is sure from the teaser, some disastrous events and killings are about to multiply in Nevermore now with the two Addams in the school. And we also got a first look at Bianca, one of Wednesday's nemesis in Season 1, until we got to see her backstory and she even worked together with Wednesday in the finale. One of the reasons Bianca and Wednesday were at odds was that Bianca had previously dated Xavier, who now became interested in Wednesday. However, in Season 2, Xavier will no longer be a part of the production due to the strong allegations against the cast member who played the role, Percy Hines White. An explanation will be given for why Xavier will no longer attend Nevermore. Nevertheless, Tyler and his monster form will still be a significant danger to Wednesday and everyone in the school, but he won't be the only terrifying villain as the invisible stalker also pushes close to exposure. The most fantastic thing about Wednesday Season 2 is that the show won't only focus on Nevermore and its mystic creatures, but we will also learn more about the Addams family lore and secrets. One of the showrunners, Alfred Guff, said, "There isn't a lot of Addams family lore, so we wanted to delve deeper into the family. The scope has expanded in terms of character arcs. So that means we won't just be seeing answers to questions from Season 1, but also learn more facts and details about this special family, and we've gotten to meet some of them. Still, there will be more character developments to make the show a more thrilling experience than expected." Speaking of expectations, there will be a lot of gore in Season 2 to satisfy horror story lovers. Hunter Doohan, who plays Tyler, confirmed this. Season 2 has everything people loved about Season 1. It's like we've turned the dial up on everything. So Season 2 mysteries are twice as many as what went down in Season 1. Filming for Season 2 was wrapped in December 2024, and it's great that the post-production won't take forever before the show arrives. And right from this moment, we started to see what the characters would look like in Season 2. For Wednesday, her signature hairstyle, the braided pigtails with delicate curtain bangs, could be seen in the image. She also wears a collared white shirt under a long-sleeved perfect black dress. Wednesday seems to be standing in a graveyard with two sculpted figures holding lamps, and this image perfectly captures the moment where she told her parents she now knows where the bodies are buried, which is a whole lot waiting to be unraveled. Wednesday might be extremely dark and gothic, but Pugsley is bringing on his full potential as the character shows off his powers in one of the first look images. And of course, the ever-dutiful thing is just itself and a helping hand for Wednesday. Tyler may have escaped at the end of season 1, but he will be captured again. One of the first glimpses at Tyler shows that he's being held hostage at Willow Hill. In the footage, you can see Tyler shirtless and handcuffed to the wall of his cell. Wednesday goes into the room to confront him after being helped by Thing and seeing his location in a vision. However, the fans will be getting a fantastic backstory of Thing and how the hand became severed, and for this to happen, the VFX team behind the scenes is ensuring we get the best of Thing in season 2. The co-president of the Marks VFX team behind the show, Lon Molnar, revealed how this will go with Thing, saying, "I think it would be fantastic to explore what may have happened to lead him to be severed, possibly. We're ready to take the helm and help him tell that story." As promised, more details on the Addams family will also focus on Uncle Fester in season 2 as he takes on a bigger role. One thing, however, is that there will be little to no romantic adventure in season 2, especially for Wednesday. So shippers of Enid and Wednesday might not get what they want, as the character is simply going dark and focusing on the secrets and disasters of Nevermore. Also, Xavier has been written off the show, and Tyler isn't a good fit for a romantic partner with his monster arc. So Wednesday will be her own individual in season 2 and fight the crimes she needs to. But the shocking twist is that Wednesday won't be doing just hero stuff in season 2, as she will be going way out of her depth in a way people will never see coming. Jenna Ortega, who plays the role and has so much authority over the script, confirmed the direction of the character, saying, "I want her to get more in the nitty-gritty of things and not play things so safe, because there are a lot of lines about her saving the school and doing whatever. But for me, her main drive with the monster is competitiveness. Kind of, man, how's this guy doing this?" Wednesday won't just be helping people stay safe from the villains and monsters of season 2. She will be so dark that the monsters will also fear her. One of the unique scenes in Wednesday was the iconic dance scene that shook the internet and made everyone obsessed with the show. But that will be little compared to the standout scenes featured in season 2, as those intense and impressionable moments are littered throughout the season. Jenna mentioned how special this is for every lover of the show, saying, "Season 2 just stands out on its own as a very memorable scene or bit or setting, which I think is what I'm most excited for, because to pull that off for 8 episodes is, I think, really incredible and lucky." It's evident at this point that Wednesday season 2 is going to be a trendsetter, as Jenna also hinted at a powerful scene featuring Pugsley where he was rolling his eyes back with a contraption around his head, which will remind many people of Full Metal Jacket, just like it did for Jenna while working on the set. In season 2, many scenarios will be based on slashers and horror references, including the Addams Family classic itself, in the more elaborate sequences you can imagine. The casting of Wednesday season 2 is another thing out of the ordinary, as almost every season 1 cast has joined season 2 and will be featuring, except Percy Hines White, whose essay controversy has made the production distance themselves from the actor. But you know what's the most insane thing about the cast? Lady Gaga will be making an appearance in season 2. However, Gaga will only be making a cameo appearance, even though the show did their best to get her to feature in a much larger role, which didn't work out. Also, many new faces will be featured in season 2, with Joanna Lumley portraying Grandmama and other interesting cast members coming to fill all the extraordinary roles that will transform the viewers into a horror show big enough to define the moment. However, there's nothing better than a date stamped on a freaking horror show, and with Wednesday 2, fans can expect to view the season in 2 parts on August 6th and September 3rd, 2025, as it might be too much to take in at once.